study some topics related to organic chemistry which are important for PhD interviews or other PSU entrance interviews. So without any delay, let us start. Okay. Our first topic is reaction profile diagram. Using this reaction profile diagram, we get to know the mechanism, stability of product, and delta H, that is the energy difference between reactant and product, and the fourth one is activation energy. Okay. So here is the reaction. The substrate is tertiary butyl bromide and the reagent is hydroxide nucleophile. Okay. So what will happen? This tertiary butyl bromide will undergo the bond breakage and the carbocation will be formed. This carbocation will be attacked by the nucleophile to give the final product. So here the question arises, why the reaction is SN1? So you can see here, this is a very bulky group. 3 methyl groups are there. So the OH hydroxy group cannot attack this from backside. Okay, because of steric hindrance. So this will first undergo the bond breakage and bromine is released to form carbocation, and this carbocation is stable. Now the hydroxy group will attack that carbocation and form the final product. Okay. Here is the reaction profile diagram. You can see this is the reactant and it will undergo a highly energetic process and form a carbocation. So because this is highly energetic, the step is going to be slow. Okay. And after that, the carbocation will follow this pathway and form the product. Okay. And this is going to be very fast. Why this is fast? Because the reaction is going to be ionic. Okay. And you know ionic reactions are very fast. Okay. Now the question may arise, what are these peaks called? These are actually transition states. Yes, transition states. Don't get shocked. Why I'm calling these two peaks called transition states? Because you can see here what will happen, this bond will break. Okay. And here slowly and slowly this bond will, a new bond will form. But these species have a very short lifetime, and this will form immediately the carbocation, which is having greater lifetime as compared to this species, and this is going to be stable. Okay, this is tertiary carbocation. Now you can see this is going to be ionic. Okay, so this bond will form at a very fast rate. Okay. So this was all about the reaction profile diagram of SN1 reaction. Now let us move towards SN2 reaction. Here is this SN2 reaction in which methyl iodide is there and hydroxide will attack it from the backside. Because there is less steric hindrance, it can do so. Okay. You can see this is the transition state in which the bond formation and bond breaking is in the single step. Now this bond will become more stronger and this iodide is released. This is the final product. Okay, let us study the reaction profile diagram. So here you can see the reaction profile diagram. This is the reactant and this will undergo a highly energetic process to form this transition state, and this is actually very short-lived. Okay. Now this will immediately form CH3OH. Now comparing the SN1 and SN2 reaction, you have seen that only the substrate was taking part in the slow step. That is why the reaction rate depends on the substrate concentration. But in SN2 reaction, you have seen that there was a single step and transition state was forming, and nucleophile and substrate was both in that step. That is why the reaction rate depends on both concentration. The second is there were two peaks in the reaction profile diagram, and in this case there was a single peak. third thing is there was a formation of intermediate, and in this case only the transition state was forming. The fourth is very simple. You can see this was the two-step reaction and this was only the single step. So this was all about the comparison between SN1 and SN2. Now moving towards our next topic, that is carbocations. Now let us talk about the benzene molecule. We are actually going towards aryl carbocation. So I will replace this hydrogen with chlorine. When you break this bond, this chlorine will remove both the electrons, both the bonding pair, and this will be formed. Oh. Okay, done. Now you can see that this is actually benzene molecule like your palm, and the orbital is not perpendicular to the palm. It is actually like the thumb. Okay, you can see this is actually like the thumb. And now this is going to be readily attacked by the nucleophile. Okay, remember this, the molecule is not going to change its configuration, okay, because it is aromatic. So it is not going to lose its aromaticity, because aromaticity provides stability. One more thing you have to keep in mind, that this carbon is sp2 hybridized. Okay, so I'll discuss why I'm saying this. Now before comparing aryl and alkyl carbocation, let us discuss the alkyl carbocation also. So here you can see the chlorine molecule. When it is removed, the carbocation will be formed like this. Okay, now this will change its configuration to this one. Okay, now this carbon was originally sp3 hybridized. It has changed its configuration to sp2. Okay, now it's the time to compare. You have seen that the aryl carbocation cannot change the configuration from sp2 to sp instead of the formation of the empty orbital, because it has to maintain the aromaticity. Okay, so there is a strain, so the energy increases. Here no such case. Second, because this empty orbital is not perpendicular to the plane of the ring, this is in the plane, this is in the plane like my thumb. Okay, so no resonance is there, no stabilizing factor. Okay, but in this case you can see here the methyl group is having plus I effect, and because of this it will stabilize this carbocation. So the positive inductive effect can stabilize the carbocation here. So there is a stabilizing factor. So in this way you can see that the alkyl carbocation is more stable than the aryl carbocation. The next I am going to discuss is the stability of allyl carbocation and vinyl carbocation. You might have heard about these two, but here I am going to compare the both carbocations. So let us do it. This is allyl carbocation and this is vinyl. Since the carbon attached to the doubly bonded carbon is called allyl carbon, and this is having a positive center, that is the empty orbital, that is why this is named as allyl. And this carbon is actually doubly bonded and having an empty orbital, that is why it is called vinyl carbocation. Okay, now let us understand the stability of allyl carbocation using the orbital diagram. Okay, here you can see this is a double bond between the two orbitals of carbon, and this is the allyl carbon which is having an empty orbital. Okay, so the electron which are forming the pi bond actually try to stabilize this positive charge by moving towards this charge. Okay, in this way these two electrons are taking three positions, three orbitals, and exchanging their energies. So you can simply call it three-centered two-electron bond. These electrons are continuously taking these three places, okay, and stabilizing the positive charge. So we can say that allyl carbocation gains stability, okay. So talking about the stability of vinyl carbocation, here is the molecular orbital diagram. You can see this is a positive center, that is an empty orbital. So if you think that this electron will jump to this and stabilize it, then you are totally wrong. Because if suppose this electron jump to this place, so the positive center will be created here. Now if you think that this electron will cover this place, then this is not going to happen, because these three are not in a single plane, okay. Because resonance occurs between centers which are in single plane. So for this to happen, these three must be in a single plane, but this is not so. Therefore the vinyl carbocation is less stable, and when we compare allyl and vinyl, this is not stabilized by the resonance, okay. Coming to the conclusion, we can say that allyl carbocation is stabler than vinyl carbocation, and alkyl carbocation is stabler than aryl carbocation. This was all about the story of carbocations. I will discuss many more interesting topics in our next sessions, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.